I start. All right. It's tough to talk about basketball in this game because we were not ready. We were not there from the first minute. Our defense wasn't there. We were not ready to fight. We almost let them do whatever they want on the court, and and, and we need to check. We need to sit together as a team to see to make sure it won't happen again, because we can't really talk about basketball. From the first minute, they had total control of the game. Offensively, defensively, we can't beat a team like Monaco away on that way and with that approach. I mean, it's tough to talk about basketball.
Coach, you said it's tough to talk about basketball. Obviously, the team is still mentally like not ready for that like game, that intensity. Like it's tough to be in the state of mind you need to.
Yeah, I mean, it's never easy. It's not nothing. Everything different for us in the last 3 weeks. Never easy. But we need to take decision if we can use it as an excuse, or, I mean, we could lose the game. Especially, we are not favorite here, playing against a good team as Monaco. But as a team, we never go there for those excuses. I mean, obviously, it's not easy, as you said, but still, we got to be more aggressive, more focused. And I'm not talking about winning or losing. It's the way. It didn't feel right from the first minute. We need to make sure. I mean, it's not going to be easier, thinking about the future. And we have to adapt. We have to find a way to come out with the right energy and to support each other and to stay together and to keep the good body language. We've been through a lot of things, also last year. And usually, from my experience with that team, we react for those situations after a bad performers like that, and hopefully we do the same thing next game.
You mentioned the future. The team will be playing in Belgrade. It's a home game. That brings a little bit of clarity. Maybe it's a good thing after those 3 weeks of uncertainty, travel, not being able to know exactly what was coming.
It's not going to be perfect. It's not. Anyway, it's tough, but at least, hopefully, we find a home that we can. We need to find a way to practice together, and we got to react to that tough situation, and we need to show some character. We need to. It will make us mentally stronger, I believe, that experience. But it's really challenging off the court and on the court. We're missing our crowd. We're missing our home. So it's not easy. But again, we can use it as an excuse. And not always, obviously, we find a way to win. But we have to perform better. Thank you.
Finally, we scored 100 points.
Sorry?
Finally, we scored 100 points.
Did the players get something?
No, I mean, okay, but everyone, who understands, like the sport also will understand that, the bad momentum we had in the beginning. That we didn't have, normal preparations, that, guys who came, had, need time, to find the spots, and yes, slowly we are finding our rhythm. And there are some, things, which we can, comment about this game, even though it's a big result, but, high level expectation team, cannot allow, I think 22 offensive rebounds from the opponent, this is not to accept, and the second thing which I was a bit mad, was using fouls. Before bonus, in bonus, here, this is, the things which can make the difference. But all in all, very satisfied with the game, very satisfied with the performing of the whole team. You see that, there is, space, for improvement. Of course, having another extra player in rotation in Jordan Lloyd, we need time also to integrate, this kind of, player. It will take some, of course, time, and maybe, it will be, not easy, but having a good characters inside, having the people who can understand, the importance of having, team together, not individual, achievements, somebody asked me about Mike, if he gonna achieve this anyway, but why we should talk about this, we should talk about the team success and team, goals, to achieve. This is, the most important.
Team, there is today again 24 assists. That's the big improvement compared to Valencia, to maybe the game against Bologna, the collective.
Those games are really not, to watch,
Yeah.
we were completely out of, rhythm, beginning, we miss, easy shots, now, when you hit the court look bigger, and for our guys who are very good, in isolations, it's okay, it's much easier, to breathe like this. But all in all, I think, what we do good, much better, is our defense, we rise aggressiveness, and that gives us, a lot of, let's say, also fast break points, which is essential, to gain the confidence, for to doing other small things. Like I said, there are some certain complaints, but all in all, we should be happy.
Last one for me, you mentioned, Mike, the fact that there was collective goals, and like that should not be that is individual start of the season cannot overlook collective goal, but in terms of his, let's say, not like attitude on the court, he seems really like he wants to share, he wants to help his teammates to find their spots early in the game. Like, is this something different maybe from the last two seasons where?
Well, I think, I don't want to even to say this, but, with all this, what he had before, I think, the full maturity, the leadership, also the calmness, in leading the team, and without rushing, without forcing the things, he always now finding better shots, for him and for the others. So just, need to stay like this.
We have heard for the first time the public shouting Mike James. This is important.
No, it's not first time, but it's they start to love him a bit more. I mean, okay, it's important, you know, like to have, you know, like the first, you know, good body language. You know, the some, you know, games or some previous years, you know, season, you know, games, the body language was, I mean, you know, like was not the best. You know, people feel this, you know, like they feel, you know, like when somebody's diving for the ball, you know, like then somebody's hustling and somebody is resting, you know. So I think, you know, like again, you know, with all this, you know, like he forced everybody to love him, you know. I think, you know, the level of basketball he shows now, it's unbelievable high. I would say even above the EuroLeague. I think, you know, this is also, you know, even bigger, better.